So they take money from the bank and they buy. Why do they buy? They buy things they don't even like to impress the people they don't like. So if a poor man is in town and his friend bought a car, he's going to borrow money to buy a car because he wants to show off to his friend that he's also somebody. Meanwhile, that money, he has not got the money. But rich people, they sell. They always find a way to sell. If he's buying a car, he's thinking that if I want to sell this car, how much do I sell it for? So everything they buy, they are thinking of how to sell it. So they'll go to China, they will buy this remote control, $5, they bring it to Australia, they sell it 55. And then we, the poor people, will go and buy. Then they go back and make another model. And then call it model 0.5. And then we go and buy it again. So we keep buying. And then we do garage sales. And then reduce the price and then sell. So we're always losing. Okay, so let's work on the habit. How do they think? Successful people are always dreaming. They're always dreaming. One dream after the other, after the other. Unsuccessful people, they go on what we call the default mode. So they learn one thing from school and they get stuck to it. And that is what they do for the rest of their life. And then they retire and go to Central. Okay, so the brain belongs to you. Your mind belongs to you. You have to choose what you think about. Can you dream for yourself? Can you dream? Can you dream for next year? Can you dream for next 2 years? How is your 2026 going to be? You got to start dreaming. In the next 10 years, how is your life going to end? How much money will you have in the bank? How much spiritual will you become? How physically fit will you become? It's all in your responsibility, but if you are not thinking about it, it's not happening. Does that make sense? So if you want to slim down, if you want to be big, if you want to have big money, you have to small money, it's all in your control. But you first have to start thinking about it first. You want a good marriage, a peaceful marriage, whatever, but you have to start thinking, dreaming about it. Successful people are always dreaming. Unsuccessful people are default. They keep to default. They do the same old, same old. But human beings are not supposed to be same old, same old. Human beings are supposed to make progress and improve and go forward. So once you set your mind to same old, your brain begins to atrophy. Then it begins to go to the negative. So you see only bad things. And you see the dreamers as bad people. You see successful people as bad people. You always hate them. You don't like your president. You don't like your leader. You don't like your prime minister. You don't like your parent. You always complain about people when they make progress. Even your own friends, when they buy something new, you become angry. Because your brain atrophy. So if you atrophy for a long time, what happens is that good things tend to bad things for you. And bad things tend to good things for you. So you will see the same television, but your brain is thinking of evil. And it's not because you were born like that. It's just who you have become by the habit of thinking. So number one, if you want to become successful, you have to start dreaming what your success will look like in the next 10 years. Successful people think excellent. Unsuccessful people think mediocre or average. Oh, it's enough. It's enough. My salary is enough. My job is enough. My wife is enough. My friends is enough. Everything is enough. It's enough. It's enough. But Elon Musk is thinking of how to go to the moon. He's thinking of how we are going to go to space. Now he's even thinking of how we can take a holiday in space. So you know what he's doing? He's calculating your money. How much money you will save so that you can also take a holiday in the next 10 years by going to space. But you are not thinking about that. You know that Apple is thinking of the next Apple phone to bring. Samsung is thinking of the next one. They've started already. By the time they launched Apple 16, they were working on 17. Long time, they're always thinking of your pocket. But you are not thinking about your pocket. You're just thinking of enough. So start thinking excellent. Okay, excellent means that you are thinking of doing things better, doing things well, doing things amazing. But you have to think about it. Don't settle with enough. Successful people think abundance. Unsuccessful people think scarcity. So unsuccessful people think that there is not enough money in the world for everybody. Successful people think that there is too much money that can go around for everybody. So you got to think in abundance. Whatever that you think about, anytime you think about food, food is in abundance in the whole world. If you think about the air that you are breathing, it's in abundance. You see, God is not a scarce God. He created everything in abundance. Even people, how many people do you have in the world today? Like 8 billion people. Abundance. Everything is in abundance. But the unsuccessful people say that, oh, it is only one. It is only one, so we have to protect it. And then they keep fighting each other over one land. But there's plenty of land. Just look at Australia. Travel from Perth to Kalgoorlie and see the amount of land there.
I have this. Can I suggest something? We need to get people to say what.
Number 4, successful people think future. Okay? Unsuccessful people think about the past. If someone do wrong to you, please forgive, forget, and move on. Always think about your future. Future is more important than your past. Where you are going is more important than where you are coming from. Does that make sense? So think for the next 10 years, where are you going? For the next 20 years, where are you going? Always think future. Successful people think short term. Sorry. Successful people think long term. Unsuccessful people think short term. Successful people think positive. Unsuccessful people think negative. So if your brain is thinking negative, catch yourself and change it to the positive. It's all right. Successful people think it is possible. Unsuccessful people think that it is not possible. They say impossible, impossible, impossible. Every time you discuss something with them, their first response, it's not possible. I want to go to school. Oh, it's not possible. You are too old. Who said only young people go to school? Yeah, everybody can go if you want to go. Just do whatever. Okay, you want to play football? No. 15-year-old people don't play football. If you want to play football, then you can play. So it is possible. Think that it is possible. Once it's possible for you, it's possible for them. The next one is that successful people are creative. Okay, they always create something. Their mind is always thinking of creating. Unsuccessful people always think of consumption and criticize. They consume and then they criticize. They consume the TV, they watch the TV. Oh, the program is not nice. Oh, the actor is not good. They just consume. They're not creating nothing. They go to YouTube. Why are they putting bad things in YouTube? But they're not creating anything. So start creating. Start creating. So force your brain to think of something to create that does not exist right now. Think of something, anything, it doesn't matter. Build a school, build a church, build a mosque, build something. Just start something that doesn't exist. Write a book, make a song. Do something creative with your brain. Let the brain get to power to create something. Successful people collaborate with others. Unsuccessful people cooperate. Okay, so collaborate means that you work in a team and you work for the good of everybody in the team. Unsuccessful people, they cooperate to work to their advantage. So if they have information about the job, they don't want to share it with anybody. They want to keep everything to themselves. Okay, if the police say that red light, don't drive, they stop at the red light because the police said it. So they cooperate with the police. If the government said put 5% of your money in super, then they put 5% of their money in super. They cooperate for only their benefit. But successful people, they collaborate with the team together to work for the benefit of everybody. So can you change the way you think? So based on what you know right now, what are you going to do to change your thinking? So I've been advised to engage the people because some of you are sleeping. So what are you going to do to change your thinking? Because that's the first thing of habit. Once you can change your thinking, you can change your habits. Once you can change your habits, you can become successful. See, nobody was born and then they wrote success that, oh, this boy is going to be successful. This girl is going to be successful. Then God will not be fair to give some people their abilities to be successful and some people their abilities to be unsuccessful. So success and unsuccess is not giving. It's what you have become. You have allowed yourself to become. So just tell me around the house, what are you going to do to change your thinking from today? Yes, those online, what are you going to do to change your thinking? Anything you like to share with us? You can type it or you can unmute and say it just quickly. We want to engage everybody so that we all benefit. Anybody want to say something? What are you going to change? We are talking about mindset. Your mind must be set in a certain way. And you can set it one way or the other. You either succeeding or you are failing. There's no middle ground. Yeah, so she's going to read to change her thinking. Would that help? Reading, would that help to change the way you are thinking?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, depending on
What you are reading.
What she's reading.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's the professor. If you see him, he will show you some books to read.
For me, I'll stop thinking I'm too old. I think as soon as my daughter graduated, I thought I'm done. It's time to rest. And I've been very content. I've got a retirement home, that's fine. But I think today changes my mindset. I can do more. I'm not that old.
Amen.
Yeah,
Yes.
age is just a number.
Indeed.
Yep, I like that. So anything else? What are you going to change? Yep.
Yeah. Me, I want to change the way of thinking, improving every day, because thinking is something you cultivate. It's a habit. If you do that every day, it will come. If you learn how to drive every day, you will become a very good driver. If you learn how to sing, you will be a good singer. If you are not talented, you can learn something and you will be good at that thing. So if you want to think, to change your mind, change small every day, small, change, you will get there. Very simple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. You want to say something?
Yeah, you want to say something?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, somebody said something online.
Someone said change association progresses.
So change the association, the people you hang around with. Then me and Olivia are working something. And what influence?
Change what is going on.
What's going in, your inputs. Okay, so me and Dr. Olivia, we are working on the project. We'll say that if you want to be a taxi driver, associate with taxi drivers. You see, if you want to be a footballer and all your friends are taxi drivers, you are not becoming a footballer. It's not going to happen. If you want to be a bank manager and all your friends are miners, you are not becoming a mine manager. It's not going to happen. Okay? So to change your thinking, change the people you associate with, people you surround yourself with. Even in social media, you got to select the people. Don't go and like everybody. So decide who you want to become, what you want to become, what you want to do, and then select the people. And that will change your input, what is going into your head. Because if all the people you are talking to have life, if they are all negative people, they always go to work and the manager is like this, the manager is like this, and they are all complaining, if you stay with them for a long time, you also start complaining. So if you don't want to complain, avoid them and then join another group.
Pastor, there is another thing I want to say. I want to say that we need to talk to our children. We have to change the way we talk to them. We have to encourage them, to tell them that they are strong, they are capable every day. If you tell your kid that way, even if you don't believe it, but just say it. Plant that small seed in your kid who is 15, 20, 25, even 30, yeah, even 30. Some people at 30 years old, they are still juggling. They don't know where to go. From 15 or from 12, a kid has started to think, what can I choose? Where can I go? If you plant that seed, just plant that seed in the morning. You are strong, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. You will do that. You can. Things like that.
So thank you very much, Prof, for saying this. It looks like it's in my head because the next thing we are going to talk about is communication. Okay, so if you want to be successful people communicate in a certain way. You have to find it and you have to do the same if you want to succeed. If you don't want to succeed, it's okay. Don't belittle yourself or say that, oh, I'm not good enough. It's okay. It's just that you don't want it. Okay? But if you want it, don't do the negative and then jealous the people that succeed. So we all have to learn how to communicate. So watch successful people. Just go to YouTube, you see. I like people. I like a guy like John Maxwell and the way he communicates. So I'm trying to learn how to do it. I copy it. I like somebody like Dr. Mas Moreau. When he's speaking, he speaks with compassion. And I like the compassion. So I do the same thing. You see the passion that I'm speaking with. I learned from Mas Moreau. It's not hard. Just copy people. It's allowed. Copy Jesus Christ. Copy somebody who is great, mighty. You like the person. Find out the way they speak. You can go to YouTube and watch their videos and copy. You can watch their videos and copy and then start to talk like them. So our brother said that tell your family, tell your children, tell your wife you are beautiful. Tell your husband, tell your son, oh, you are good, you are amazing. Tell them. Who is going to tell them if you don't tell them? Communicate it. Don't wait till they become good before you say they are good. Tell what you want, even if you don't have it. Speak it from your mouth. Speak it. Because the power of life and death. So speak it. Speak it. Don't be afraid. So because I don't have money. No, speak, I have money. This guy said he's got $200 million. I don't know where he got it from, but he's telling everybody. And I'm waiting to see the 200 million. You see, so speak it. Speak it. There's no. Do you think the police is going to arrest him because he said he had 200 million? Police case. But you have to talk because you see, there was a time ago, there was a power outage in South Australia. The whole state of South Australia went off. Okay? And then Elon Musk says that if you give me 6 billion, I will give you solar power in 100 days. He hasn't got it, he has not made it before, he doesn't know where to do it. But he said, if you guys give me 6 billion, I will give you a solar system that will give all the state power in 100 days. He just spoke it. So what are you speaking? What are you speaking? So communicate, okay? Tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your father, tell your mother. Even if they hate you, it's okay. It's not your fault, it's their fault. So because you're afraid that people are going to hate you, what happens is that then we don't talk. We keep everything to ourselves. It's okay, talk to yourself alone because you don't hate yourself. So when I wake up in the morning, I speak to myself. I tell myself things like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Whether I can do it or not, it doesn't matter. But I'm telling myself, I am more than a conqueror. So it doesn't matter the battle you bring to me, I am more than a conqueror. And I'm telling myself, whether you like it or you don't like it, it's okay, it's fine. You should. So what are you telling yourself? To begin to speak with compassion. Okay, what is compassion? The successful people speak with compassion. Unsuccessful people speak with no passion. Successful people speak with courage, boldness, courage. Okay, and courage is not the absence of fear. But we are afraid, we're still speaking. Does that make sense? So speak with courage. Every time you talk, you get a chance to speak in the meeting, at work, at school. Teacher asks you a question. Wake up and speak. Speak up. Don't go to the meeting and leave the meeting alone without saying anything. Say something, speak your mind, but speak with courage, with boldness. Successful people speak with confidence. Unsuccessful people speak with shyness. Confidence. Now, where does confidence come from? It comes from competence. You got to be competent at what you are doing to speak about it with confidence. Okay, I have a friend here who's a doctor. When I go to him and I tell him my problem, he says, oh, I'm going to check to see what is going on. No, he's confident because he has done the practice for over 30 years. He's very competent at medicine. So he's not praying about trying. No, he's confident. Speak up. Okay, so there are some areas in life when you ask me a question, I'm not going to even read a book. No, I will tell you with confidence. If you bring it to my area, there's no two ways. When I go to a conference about geology and they ask something about geology, I'm not going to think which book, which chapter, I'm talking about geology. Because I've studied the geology back from the back book to the front, to the back, to the front. So I know everything in geology. If you mention it, I will tell you. And if I don't know it, I tell you with confidence too that I don't know. Give me time. I'm going to check. I'll come back. Confidence. Confidence at everything. So you know why we promote some people? Okay, I have some professionals from Africa that have moved here to work. Very competent, very amazing, but they don't talk. So the general manager said he's wondering whether they can do the work. So small boys come from university, they train the boys, they make the boys supervisor. And then they are angry. No, talk at the meeting. Say something with confidence. It's your own project, it's your own baby. Speak it up. And I like the way they do the education here. From year 3, they're already doing PowerPoint presentation. Year 3. Back home, I finished university before I started doing PowerPoint. Year 3, the teacher, they go for break and they come back, they say, do PowerPoint, they give them a course to do. Year 7, they're only doing entrepreneurial business. They say, find a business, find some ideas. And then they'll come to class and come and share their ideas. So by the time they graduate, you're only talking with confidence. So let's do the same thing. There's no need to complain that why are you giving him the promotion? Every manager wants to win. And if you are a good material, I'm going to give you the position. The reason why I'm not going to give it to you is that I'm not confident enough that you can do it because you are not talking. Start talking at the meetings. So yeah, when it comes to communication, successful people talk different. Unsuccessful people talk different. Successful people talk with compassion. Unsuccessful people talk with no compassion. Successful people talk with courage. Unsuccessful people talk with fear. Successful people talk with confidence. Unsuccessful people talk with shy. They don't want anybody to hear their voice in the room. So what are you going to change? They said as you engage everybody, what are you going to change to improve your voice? And it's your voice. Everybody has a voice. You just have to project it with confidence. But if you don't know the topic, you don't know the subject. Okay, so let's go around the room, around the computer. Those online, please, what are you going to do different to make you communicate with passion, with confidence, and with courage? Those online, check for me. Anybody, what are you going to do to improve your communication? Anybody in the room, can you help us? Yes. You have to overcome shyness. So how do we overcome shyness? Let me help you, parents. See, when you have babies, children, grandchildren, babies, when they are baby at all, not blessed, and somebody comes to the house and they make like it, don't say, oh, he's shy. Oh, she's shy. As soon as you say that, they are recording him. And then they go 32 years, they're still running away from people. Okay, don't say that. Don't say she's shy. So help the children. Just anybody. What are you going to do to overcome shyness? Anything online? What are you going to do? Prof, what is that paper for? You want them to write something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've given you those two papers so that you can written what you like about the presentation and what you need you want us to improve. Don't put your name, don't put anything, just write something. What you like, what you don't like, what you want to be improved.
Okay, that's fine. Good. Okay, so let's go on. Anything you're going to change to improve your communication? King said overcome shyness. Okay, so let's say right now you're already old, you are shy. How do you overcome your shyness? Anybody help us? How can we overcome shyness?
Shyness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can say something.
Yep. Small, quick.
Yes, if you want to overcome shyness, start talking. I think very easy. Start talking. If you want to be a very good runner, start running. If you want to overcome shyness, start talking.
Excellent. Okay. I would say that start talking one-on-one. Okay, start talking to one person at a time. Don't look at all the crowd. So when I started preaching and talking in public, the first day they gave me the opportunity to talk was to recite the poem. And I've never in my life stood in front of people. As soon as I got in front of the microphone, my legs started shaking. And then I forgot one of the lines. So I said the poem and then I forgot one line. I will connect to the paper. Okay, so start one-on-one. Start talking to your sister. Start talking to your brother. Start talking to your parents. Start talking. Don't be shy again. And then next time, talk to two people. Talk to three people, and then we keep going. You wanted to say something?
I wanted to say, start, loud, please. Speak loud. What I wanted to say was, don't start with your mind.
It starts with the mind, okay. Okay, so this young man, recently I saw his TikTok. Okay, so don't just go to TikTok and consume, watching other people and where they are making mistakes. To Okay. So for me, I like talking. Because when I wake up in the morning, I'm going through the town, I'm looking for somebody to talk to. You can ask this girl, really found the coffee and she's fast, I'll run and come out. I'll be waiting like this. I just want somebody to talk to. But sometimes I go around. Let's put it off for now. We are not many here. We are not here. Okay, so when I come home and I didn't find anybody, I go to YouTube. Then I open YouTube and I speak to the YouTube. Let's say something, record and send it to the world. Say anything. There's nobody's going to arrest you. Then you learn how to talk to people from talking to the phone. If you can go there and watch other people talking, why don't you do the talking also? So start practicing. So what does the successful people do different from unsuccessful people? Can we check the screen, please? What do you think? Okay, before the screen come up, what do you think? What do you think? What does the so we are talking about thinking, talking, and then action. So what do you think the successful people do different? They keep trying. Okay. Yeah. So what action? What? Give me one action that they do. What action? What? They just mention anything. Yes. What do you think? What's that?
I mean, the act of the thing they think
Oh, the act of the thing they are thinking about. Okay.
They think it's consistent. You know,
Okay.
it's one.
So they start one thing and then they keep going at it. They learn from their mistakes. I like that one. Anything else? Action. What makes successful people successful?
I'll say they always learn. I think
They always learn. Yeah. So lifelong learners. They always learn. Learn some new things. You see, since you left school, it's been a long time. Don't hold on to only the things you studied at school. Does that make sense? So I did geology at school. I went back, I did mining engineering. I came to the field to work. I went back, I did finance and project evaluation. So geology to mining to finance. Then I went back and became a pastor. Then I went back and started a business. Yes, do something, learn something new. And all these things I'm learning. And still up to today, I'm still learning. So learn something new. And then put it to work.
I want to say something.
Okay, go for it, my brother.
Also, even if you learn everything every day, but don't scatter your focus.
Your
Focus.
energy on one thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time. Do well, be an expert in that. If you can sell that, do that to as in to earn money, to earn money.
To earn money, okay.
To earn money.
Yep.
Don't scatter your focus until you succeed at one thing. Women are good at
Multitasking.
multitasking, but still, it's good to focus on 2, 3 things. They bring you money. You want to do business, but do something. Focus. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So a few things I wrote down. Okay, this one I wrote down, so I want to read it to you. So a list of things that successful people do. And our sister said that they do it consistently. So from today, after listening to this seminar, if you want to be successful, you have to go back and figure out a way to do one of these things. There are a lot of them, like our brother also said, you don't have to do all of them. You just have to focus on one at a time. And then once you conquer it, you go to another. You go to another. You go to another. Before you see you become successful. Does that make sense? So I'm going to tell you, you can write it, you can record it. Number one, successful people create a system. Remember I spoke about creative mind, creative thinking. Okay, so successful people, they create a system that works for them. So look at the banks. They create a system of mortgage. So they give you the mortgage, then they go to sleep. And then you are working for them. Okay, so create a system. Figure out, I don't know what the system you are going to create. In England, there's a lady there called R.K. Rollins. Okay, she came out with a book called the Harry Potter series. She took 10 years of her life, do nothing. No basketball, no TV, no nothing. And she worked on the Harry Potter series. She looked for publisher, no publisher, no publisher. It took her 10 years to get one publisher for the first time. But now she's got a system of Harry Potter. If you quote from Harry Potter, you send her money. If you use Harry Potter to act a film, you send her money. So now her family are all billionaires because that lady spent 10 years of her life to create a system. Michael Jackson, he created a system through music. That right now when he plays music on radio, his family gets the money. So create a system, create something in this life. Create something, figure out something. Okay, number 2. Successful people, they own. They own. So at the moment you can be renting, it's okay. But figure out a way to own something. Own your own car. If you use taxi all the time, it's not good. So own your own car. If you rent a house all the time, it's not good. So own your own house. Own your own business. Own your own, anything they call own. You own the land, buy some portion of the land and own it for yourself. Put your name on it. If you don't have a lot of money, you can buy in Kenya, you can buy in Rwanda, you can buy something, just put your name that you own a piece of land. Successful people, they own. Unsuccessful people, they rent. Successful people work for money. Unsuccessful people, successful people, money work for them. Unsuccessful people, they work for the money. Successful people, they build networks. So television network, radio network, social network, they build networks, train networks, Amazon network, Willis network, Coast network. You build networks. Okay, so figure out a way to build networks. They multiply sources of income. So successful people are not depending on one job income. Okay, this is what you do if you depend on one job income. Look at this here. You see this chair? This chair has 4 legs. Okay, when we break one, can the chair still stand? It will manage to stand a little bit. But imagine if there's only one leg in the middle. If we break that leg, can the chair stand? So please figure out a way to multiply your sources of income. Okay, so if you have a job and the job is paying you, use that money, a little bit of the money. Okay, let me give you, this is the formula that I use. To save some of your pay. Save a little bit for a while. Whatever you have in savings, can you invest some in some other areas where to bring you another income? So you don't have to leave your job to create a multiple sources of income. But if you have multiple sources of income, then you are safe because at work you can talk with confidence. Because when they fire you, you still have something coming. But because you don't have anything, when they fire you, you're afraid. So even if you can say something to the boss you don't want to say, because you're afraid. So create sources of income. You see, your confidence will come. The confidence will come. Does that make sense? Okay, so successful people, they depend on profits and interest. Unsuccessful people, they depend on salaries and wages. You see, don't let your biggest income be from salary or wages. It can be one of your incomes, but your main income should come from other sources: profits, shares, interest, rate of interest. All those things come in, bringing the money in slowly, slowly, until the point that it will be more than your income. You can start with a job income, salary is okay. But don't stay with salary till you are 65, 85, 70, 90. It's not going to help you over a long time. Yeah, I think I said this before. Unsuccessful people, they buy. They buying all the time. Every new thing that comes, they buy. Successful people, they find a way to sell. Even if they buy, they use it for a while, they sell it. Okay, so figure out a way to sell something. Successful people, they always have a purpose. Okay, they have a reason why they do what they do. They are not doing it because they are doing it. Because my friend did it, because this one did it. No, they have a special reason. Okay, so Facebook is Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg has a vision. He has a purpose for Facebook. That's why it's successful. Okay, so find a reason why you do what you do. Find a purpose for yourself. Successful people, okay, let me say this. I wrote it differently, but now that I'm speaking different things now. So let me say it this way. Everybody is disciplined. Okay, everybody is disciplined. You know how I know? You see, if your school asks you to come to school tomorrow at 8 o'clock, what time will you get there? 8 o'clock. Everybody is disciplined. If your church asks you to come at 9:30 tomorrow, what time will you get there? 9:30. 9:30. If somebody said it, we are disciplined. So if I tell you to come to job interview at 7:30 in the morning, what time will you be there? Yeah, we are all disciplined. Okay, but successful people, they are self-disciplined. They put the discipline on themselves. So they decide that I will wake up at 5 a.m. not because you said I should come to job. And then they wake up at 5 a.m. consistently. Not only waking up, like food. Successful people decide how much food they eat. And I was reading about one of them the other day. He said, my food is boring. I eat the same food the whole week. Very boring. But that is making him successful. Our brother said that focus. So his mind is focused on only one thing. He packs the whole food in a pot like this in the fridge. Take it, warm it, eat. Stay it for a week. The following week he changes it. But the unsuccessful people, we can spend 3 hours cooking just one dish. The next day, we spend 3 hours on cooking. But they say money is time is money. See how much time we are spending just to enjoy one meal. Especially the Africans and the Indians. They spend time cooking and cooking and cooking. So if you want to be successful, be self-disciplined. You decide. Okay, if you go to a buffet, you don't have to eat everything at the table because they said it. If you see the successful people, they pick two fruits, they pick something small. But the unsuccessful people,
Yeah, they want to finish.
okay. So our brother also said it already. You focus. So successful people, they focus on the results. They know exactly what they are looking for. There's no. I don't think Elon Musk know what he's looking for. He's building a craft to go to space for holiday for people. That's what he's working on, and he's trying. He wants people to go on holiday in space, and he's trying, making try and error. If they shoot one, how do you call that thing? One rocket, I don't know how much, maybe $1 billion. But they trying. So the pilot sometimes they die on the space. So now they're even trying to shoot it with no pilot. But they're working on something. So focus on the results you want in your life. That's why we started with the success. You have to define your own success. What does success mean to you? Okay, so you don't reach there after doing all this hard work, and then you realize, oh, I didn't want this after all. You don't want to do that. Because all successful people, they do that. They perambulate, try and error, and then they get a result. Oh, no, this is not what I'm looking for. So my suggestion to you, brothers and sisters, if you want to succeed, is to start with the end in mind. Know exactly what you are looking for in all aspects of life. So remember, at the beginning, we started with this. So if you want to succeed, we are saying that it must be spiritual. If you want to succeed, we are saying that you must be mental. Because you see, you don't want to make $1 million and go mad. What is the essence of getting 1 billion Australian dollars in your account and then mentally you cannot use it? So make sure that you are emotionally stable. Okay, you can make your own decision. Don't let people make you angry. You decide to be angry or to be happy. It's your choice. You want to be joyful, choose it yourself. And then be physically strong. Again, I don't want to be a millionaire and then be sick in the hospital. And it's your responsibility. No one is going to do it for you. I know the successful people, they go to the gym, they wake up early, they go training, they do whatever they can to keep physically fit. And then relationally, build relationships around you. You see, I've never seen any successful person alone. You can't. So you got to build some people around you. You got to build your team. Okay, Lionel Messi won the World Cup because he was part of the Argentina team. If he was playing for Portugal or another country, he wouldn't have won it. So you got to build a team around you. Just build a team as you go along. Find good people, nice people, talk to people. Find and connect with this, like this brother. I connect with him. Every time he's walking around, he meets somebody in bed. So I do something to Peter. You have to talk to Pastor Peter. And he's connecting people to me everywhere. He was in Kenya, connect me to two family in bed. That's amazing. Connect a team around you. Build some people around you. And it's your responsibility. If you have a problem with your mother-in-law, it's your problem. If you have a problem with your boss, it's your problem. Okay, so I was talking to somebody the other day. You have a problem with your husband, he has a problem with the boss at work, he has a problem with his own son, he has a problem with the mother. So as we were talking to him, I said, no, yeah, but what I told him, have you checked the denominator? It was the same person that have the problem with everybody else. So emotionally, be stable, but build relationship. Work on this one. It's your responsibility to have good people around you. Have the best accountant in Kalgoorlie is my friend. The best lawyer is my friend. The best doctor is my friend. Intentionally, the best mechanic is my friend. I have their numbers. So if I have a problem with my car, I know who to call. Recently, she had a problem with her car. Boom, they call the car just show the car from easy. So make life easy for yourself. Don't always have to struggle through life. By building the right relationships around you. And then finally, you see, I've seen a lot of religious people running away from this topic. You got to be financially stable, and it's your responsibility. You got to work on it. It takes time, but running away from it does not solve the problem. Okay? Don't use temporary solutions to solve a permanent problem. This has been a problem from your family. It's been there from your grandfather, from your grandmother, from your. If you don't fix it, you pass it to your children. Everybody must fix your own financial problem. Don't relegate it to God. God is not that wicked. You make one financially successful and then make the other financially unsuccessful. It's not from the God that I know. Okay, so whether you become financially successful or financially unsuccessful is your own choice and the things you have done. Don't blame it on no one. So that's the way we ended lecture today. But I want to give time for Olivier to give us a testimony for 5 minutes. And then we'll have a question time. So, Dr. Olivier, 5 minutes for you.
Yes, thank you so much. Why only 5? Not 10, only 15.
Because we want to leave more time for questions.
Okay. That's good. My name is Olivier Fede. I come from Rwanda. Rwanda is a country which is in Central Africa. Some people say Central and Eastern Africa, those are just an affiliation. It's a country in Africa. That's near equator. Equator is also imagination. Who saw the equator? That's good things, to lead people where they want to lead them. That's not. So you have to know where you are going. Pastor Peter said about the direction. If you don't know where you are going, people will lead you where they want you to go. So what I want to say is a very short testimony about Pastor Peter. When I came here in Kabuli, from birth, people told me you need to talk to 2 people, Pastor Peter and Pastor Joseph. First, then will be connect. They will make you connect to other people. If you have the right connection, you have everything. So if you build on the shoulders of strong people, then you don't have fear because they pass on you what they have learned so many years. So when I met Pastor Peter, he came where I was living in a very, very strange house where we see rat was here. See, in my life, I've never seen a rat in a house where I'm staying. And I said, how comes? How comes in Australia, a rat in a house? I've never seen that in my life. Then he told me, just cool down. Don't worry, things will get better. So he's not the one who looked for me. Someone else said, I sent the money, someone booked a room for me. So when I come, I could not change. In fact, if I had not paid before, I couldn't go in that place. But I said it's okay. In Kiswahili, we say kuvumilia, like endurance, something like that. Endure, resilience. Okay, so Pastor Peter, we met like on my second day. He took me to share some coffee. I told him I'm a doctor. He said, oh, we need people like you. Then I said, oh, good. So, but most of the people used to tell me to have a PhD to be a doctor, it's nothing. No, it's not nothing. It's not nothing. People wanted to believe, to make me believe that it's nothing. And when I was in Perth, and when I arrived here in Kabuli, I was still thinking that having a PhD is nothing, but it's not. Pastor Peter told me, you are a doctor. Don't be proud of that. Say that every day. Every day when you wake up, say, I'm a doctor, I'm a doctor. So me, I started like feeling, oh, my goodness, I'm dying. The work that I started doing here in Kabul was so labor intensive. My legs, back, muscles, everything is painful. Like the first month was hell. Because those what we call manual handling, they tell you how to call it.
If kneel or lift things.
Yeah, if you want to lift something, you
bend your knee.
Yeah, you don't bend your or the back doesn't like the three things. Overreaching, twisting, and bending. So me, I didn't know. I learned that later. So I suffered a lot in the first month. So Pastor Peter, Pastor Joseph, they told me, don't worry. Then I thought, what can I do? I've never done this kind of job. I was teaching in the university. I was a researcher in in a, what we call National Agricultural Research System in all the countries across the world. They have what we call National Agricultural Research System. So in each country that there is that institution which have different names. In Rwanda, it was called Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resource Development Board. In Kenya, they have what we call Kenya Agricultural Research and Livestock Organization. In Ethiopia, they have Ethiopia Institute for Agricultural Research. So that's what we call National Agricultural Research System. So I've never done that kind of job. So when I was Pastor Peter used to tell me, you will make it, don't worry, you'll make it, but you have to have a vision in your mind where you want to go. He asked me, how much money do you want to have in your account, or if you were to set a target of the money you want to have in your account. Then I said, it was a very difficult question. Thinking of my salary back in Africa, I was thinking, oh gosh, wow, what a difficult question. Then I said 100,000 AUD. He said, oh, that is too little. I said, what? 100,000 little? Okay, then I said 200,000, still saying too little. Then I said 500,000 USD in my account. He said, but now I'm saying 200 million. So now I have them in my account, virtual. But that's what I'm worth.
By faith.
My faith, I don't complain. I don't have, no. My car has to be full tank every time. When I do 200 kilometers, I full again. I never want to see that yellow, how do you call it? Red lamp. Never. I said to God, please, I don't want. So that's how my bank account is full. Pastor Peter, when I arrived here, I looked to someone so desperate, so old, but now I feel so young every day. I feel younger and younger. That's how what you say, age is just a number, you know. But if you keep on thinking, oh, I'm dying, I'm old, or we get old. So the human body has three components: the body, the soul, and the spirit. So it's like a computer. So a computer, this computer, take it as this, just the body. This is the body, okay? It has the system, the operating system. That is, it's comparable to what we call subconscious, okay? And it has the desktop where you can put things, you can delete, you can add, not in the, in the operating system. So if you want to be rich, if you want to be rich, let me put that slide again. If you want to be successful, where is it? Yes, this one. So all those areas, spiritual, financial, relational, physical, emotional, all those. If you want to change the way you see things, if you change the way you see things, the things you see, you look at, they change immediately. So if you want to be successful, you have to change that very your inner part of operating, which is the operating system, which is the subconscious. So every day, listen to people who, how they call it, motivational speakers. Because if you don't give your mind something to get busy with, it will pick anything scattered. To pick social media. If you wake up in the morning, the very first thing you see, you check your WhatsApp, you check Facebook, you check Instagram, you will be scattered. But in the morning, if you wake up, the very first thing you pray, you make your bed, then you listen to a motivation, Yes,
testimony about you, not give us a new lecture.
yes. Okay. Now, definitely, I'm going to end. So, it's already good.
Long time.
No,
Keep going, you keep going. It's gone a long time. Yes,
Keeping time is also very
Yes,
important.
yes.
Keeping time is also very important. So what I want to say, if you want to be successful, change your parenting system, change your subconscious. Thank you so much.
Okay, so quick one, question time. Anybody has a question or contribution? Anything we said here that you like or you don't like or you don't understand, please question from Zoom or in the room. Anybody has a question or a contribution? So you understood everything. Any contribution from, okay, let's do takeaways. Any takeaway, what are you taking from the lecture today? What have you got? What did you understand? What are you going to use? Any contribution? So those online, if you have any contribution, you have any question, or just let us know your takeaway. What is your takeaway from tonight's? Okay, go for it.
So about the life view. There are certain, I've always thought that there are certain aspects of life you can control. And there are certain parts you cannot control. Because you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. Something like relationships, for instance. You cannot control the other person. You can only do your best. So no matter how intentional you are about building relationships, sometimes you don't even know the person you are building with that is pretending or does not share the same values as you, or maybe even envies you, or is in a competition with you, or all these other things that happen. And so maybe life happens and you meet them and they are not there. So for things like that, what do you put in place? Because sometimes you want to be intentional about choosing your friends and the people around you. But sometimes the people you are intentional about choosing are not choosing you. And if you are being too intentional, you end up choosing people that are not choosing you and ignore the ones that are choosing you. So for things like that, how do you handle it?
Yep. Thank you very much, Sister Fortune, for your question. It's a very intelligent question. The way I will respond, or what I've done in the past and what I've studied about the successful people, is that we attract who we are. Okay, so if you want good people, like you said, control yourself, work on yourself, become a good person, and you will attract good people. As for bad people and evil people, they are always there. They will always be there. Even Jesus Christ had one Judas. So there will be some people there that don't like you, that hate you, and that's okay. If you build your emotional strength and your mental strength, you can handle them when they show up. But don't be too fixated on, yeah, who is the good person, who is the bad person. No. You be good. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. And all the 6 things we put on that wheel is about you. Okay, the success we are talking about today, it's all about you. Take care of yourself. And if you do it very well, you can become significant in life by impacting other people with your success. Now, what I've also seen personally is that the whole world, everybody likes success. So when you succeed, you attract them. Both good and bad, they will come to you. And then you have a choice, you have the options, and then choose. You are my friend, you come for coffee. Come for. Like I choose, I have a long list of friends, but I know the people that I invite over coffee. Not everybody come to my house. Those kind of stuff. So work on yourself for now. Don't worry too much about what other people do or they don't do, because that sometimes can take your focus away and you become bitter. So once you become bitter also, then you attract all the bitter people to you. So work on yourself, be a good person, and over time, you will attract the good people. Don't be in a rush to succeed tomorrow. Success takes time. And quitting does not make it faster. Thank you.
Have their own meaning. And sometimes you see someone you admire and you want to be them. But what if in copying them, you lose yourself? You lose what you were meant to be. You lose who you are meant to be. You lose the things that make you unique and the things that maybe the world needed from you. So in admiring somebody else, like the Bible says in the parable of the servants with the talents. If you think your talent is just one and you bury it, and you are converting those with 5 and 10, you're in your mind. How do you copy without losing yourself, without becoming someone else and being something that you are not supposed to be? You might be successful in maybe even your definition of the word, but it doesn't make you happy because that's not what you're supposed to be. So how do you copy without losing your authenticity?
Thank you very much for another intelligent question. The way I would say is that, remember, we said that always start with the end in mind. So start with your own purpose. Okay, start with the resource you want, the outcome you are looking for. Start with your vision. Start with your dream. So you have to know who you are and what you are here to solve. What problems are you here to solve? So don't just go out there copying people. Figure out your own mission on earth first. Once you know it, you want to look for some people that have achieved it already. So you are not just looking for successful people. So I am a speaker. I like John Maxwell because John Maxwell is a speaker. I like John Maxwell because he used to be a pastor and then he became a public speaker. He became a leader. I am a pastor. I want to be a public speaker. I want to be a leader. I copy him. Does that make sense? So don't just go around copying people. Then you will be something that you are not. First, figure out who you are and what you want to achieve and what God has got in store for you. That's what we call the purpose. That's why KCGM and Nothing Goldfields are not doing the same thing because they have different visions. The West Coast Eagle, the Footy Club, they make a lot of money. KCGM, they make a lot of money, but they are not copying each other. The same as human beings. So don't copy everybody. Figure out what you are here to do, and then go ahead and find somebody who has already done it, and then copy them. Any other contribution, question, additions? I would also like to say that, yeah, I'm still available offline. So if you have any question you want to ask, you can always contact me. Yeah.
So, it's mentioned about
At the time.
someone child, issue. Yeah, about money. Right out of that. I'll give it a push. Check this out. In that, when we pay, it's too much in the pictures. Some kind of.
Yeah, so the question is that sometimes you have more than one project to do. They all look important and you don't have the time, all the time to achieve all of them. So what we teach in leadership is called prioritization. So with the prioritization, what you do is that you make a list of all the things you have to do. And my favorite is that tackle the first three, but work on one at a time. So every day, make a list of 10 things you are going to do, and then prioritize them by which one is important, more important, and then do number one, the most important first. Work on it, stay on it until it is done. Then you do the second one, and then you do the third one. If you have more energy and more time, you continue. But if you can do only the top three for 1 year continuous, you will achieve some great results.
Yeah, what about, let's say you have a job interview at 4 p.m., but you also have other two important things you have to do. But that interview you have at 4, it is number 4, but you can't wait until 4 so that you can also do other things. But it will keep on, it will stay at your mind in a way that you can't concentrate on it, on any other things. How do you do that?
Yeah, I think we spoke in one of the things we spoke about focus. Okay, so it's not, let me put it this way. It's not the things that take your attention that make you successful. It's the things that you give your attention to. So you have to force your mind to concentrate on something at a time. So you have 3 things. The 4th one is interview, but the interview is at 4 o'clock. So can you force your brain to think about what you are doing right now? Maybe you need to go to the bank to withdraw money. You need to buy fuel at the fuel station so that 4 o'clock you can get to the meeting.
But in terms of sorting, the interview at 4 is number 1.
Yeah.
So last 2 years, I did a course in Texas called Skills for Success. It's extracurricular. In that course, they shared something that was really helpful to me for that. It's called the Eisenhower matrix. Matrix, like TISENHOWER.
I see.
You can see it on.
Is it a person, a name of a person?
Yes, a name of a person.
Okay.
So it's called the Eisenhower matrix, and what it does is you list your to-do list, and then you put them in 4 classifications. There's urgent and important. There is urgent but not important, and then there's not important but urgent, and then not important, not urgent. So when you do that, all the urgent and important ones get done first. Then you can get to the important but not urgent ones. Then you can get to, so you clear them in that order so that you know what you are doing at what time, what comes first, what goes second. When you do that, when you list your, so it's like a 4 section, and then you list your to-do list and you put them in those boxes. Once they're in those boxes, you know that, okay, this is urgent and it needs my attention right now. So you get that done. Then you go to the next one, and it's really helpful. I can share the link with you, Pastor Peter.
Yeah, then I'll do it.
With the class.
Okay, thank you.
Also, Pastor Peter, I wanted to say
Thank you so much.
I think, we can't work in isolation.
Yep.
And when there are so many urgent things that have to be done, of course, you are doing them. You have a team around you. You have whoever is expecting, whether it's a client, whether it's your boss. I think that there's an element of how you can communicate and maybe change target dates. I think we're human. There's going to be some flexibility.
Yep.
It's not cast in stone that
tomorrow,
4 o'clock, it has to be done. There's nothing wrong with calling somebody that is interviewing you and tell them, is it possible for us to move the interview to 15 minutes later, or even, are you available this day at another time?
In Africa?
No, everywhere. We are not talking Africa. We are talking success.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So you also have to see yourself like that. That if they don't pick me, they also lose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, it's coming.
It will
The
come.
The job is coming. Yeah. Okay. Any other contribution? Any additions? Any questions? Is that your? Are you clear with the answers?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Anybody else? I think the staff are waiting for us. We got to leave in the next 3 minutes. So thank you very much for coming. I think our next session will be sometime in February. So have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.